Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On second down, just keeps firing. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Turns it on in midfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the grab. It's Kent. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. The give from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. A first down run in the red zone. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to.
Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayden. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. On second down, looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Out, we got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the returner will be knocked down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 16 to Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Scanning the field, it's Bannon. Slings it downfield. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Great move there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. At midfield, he's got room.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. LSU right back to the line. From the gun, getting some heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Illegal touch.
The officials... And the coach accepts it, they will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Dropping back, it's Bannon. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys...
He's got it down the left. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU. And let's put up points today. What do you say?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kicks.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks early in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Back to pass, it's Bannon. The sweet feet buy a little time. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. How about this change? Play it safe, don't make a mistake deep in your own end. Suddenly you're in plus territory and on the attack. Slips it, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Johnson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's taking the shot. Picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Snagged on the outside, it's Johnson. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas! They take the lead with the 6.
Arkansas, number 17, with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. With the catch, it's Kent. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Great call by the offensive coordinator. He saw an opportunity to take a shot, to dial up one of these types of plays, and beautiful execution by the QB and receiver, and now they're set up in the red.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's caught! Touchdown, LSU! On to attempt to try. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So a drive there of 85 yards. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. The give on the inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Bannon. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig scene.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. From the red zone, it's Johnson. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The corners are walked up tight. Handoff from the shotgun.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drop.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the move. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your back.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Power football with the run. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 10. Got a lot of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Bannon. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
On second down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Off play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Bounced off his feet. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, LSU.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. He got it. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker, and he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse.